Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. This is a reading that has been very highly requested, especially since I've talked about Megan a few times on here. You guys really wanted to know about Doja, so that is our next reading. This is also our 750 subscriber giveaway video, so thank you guys so much. I am so overwhelmed and blessed, and just I can't believe that 750 people wanted to stick around and watch my stuff. So I really cannot thank you guys enough and tell you how much I appreciate you for that. And the giveaway is going to include a free 30-minute reading from me. You will also win a set of 4 scrubs from Galaxy Scrubs, which is a brand new business that Shaka LaBelle over here on YouTube launched. And so I ordered some. They're on their way towards me right now. It is a brand new business. Like I said, she literally just launched. So as soon as I do have the products in my hands, I will show them in a video. And then it will also include your choice of a bracelet from laurenspence.com. And I have a couple of hers here. I have her Jade Rose Quartz and Moonstone bracelets. So you will get your choice of whichever one you prefer. She has other styles on the website, other crystals. So you don't have to just pick the ones that I chose. You can get whichever one you feel the most drawn to, but they're beautiful. I wear them all the time. I just don't wear them in my videos because, you know, any kind of bracelets or anything like jingle around when you're shuffling cards, and so it doesn't translate well towards the sound on the camera. So you guys will have a week to enter, and today is Tuesday, December 15th, so we will pick the winner on Tuesday, December 22nd. So make sure that you are subscribed, make sure that you like this video, and then to enter, leave a comment. Make sure you leave information on how we can notify you if you are chosen as the winner, either your Instagram handle or your email address. Also, I want you to comment what your favorite thing that happened to you this year is, because I want to read some positivity, okay, guys? So we are going to go ahead and get started on Miss Doja. I do not know very much about her. I had been hearing like a lot of people talking about her, especially like on Instagram. I would always see comments of people talking about like Doja's like the next big thing. You guys got to check her out, you know. And then all of a sudden here she popped up. I haven't listened to like a whole lot of her music, but I have seen a lot of her performances being reposted all over Instagram, and holy crap, is the girl talented. Like, I was blown away, especially if she is a newer artist and that's the talent that she's coming into this game with. Like, oh my God, what are we gonna get from her 10 years from now? And I know that there was some sort of issue with like maybe some inappropriate racial things happening on Tiny Chat or something like that, that she went through some sort of scandal in that sense. I don't even remember when it was, if it was earlier this year or late last year, but I'm assuming that it all has been forgiven and she wasn't permanently canceled, since I do see so many people, you know, talking about her and hyping her up now. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in, see what Spirit wants to tell us about her, because like I said, I don't really know anything about her to base anything off of, other than that she's extremely talented and a very pretty girl. So Spirit, please join us and let us know what messages you have to share with us about Doja Cat. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. We ask only to gain knowledge and clarity and understanding, not with any bad intention. Spirit, please bless all who we ask about in this reading. Souls Okay. I need to remember that on the days that my allergies bother me so much, I need to light my incense before I sit down. Let it burn, not when I am sitting here at my desk next to it, because then my voice starts getting all wonky. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So, okay, so the first set of cards are talking about basically like the scandal that happened. So we have this 8 of Wands, this 8 of Swords, and Fool talking about how she had worked so hard, and then all of a sudden, you know, because of things that she did, it was like, am I going to lose everything that I just worked so hard for, because we have this Ace of Wands in reverse. Then with this Hanged Man and this Death card, it is talking about her taking a break. So I don't know if she was like gone for 6 months and then popped back up with new music, or if she was just much more low key. But Spirit's talking about her keeping to herself a lot during that time and doing a lot of work on herself. And with that is, you know, this Hierophant energy of a lot of prayer, a lot of spiritual work, a lot of like soul searching to try to come up with an answer and to try to fix things, because whether or not she was portraying that online, and like I said, I wasn't really aware of her too much like during that time period, she was very much like, she was devastated, and she thought she was like, that was the end. Like, oh my God, I just started to get, you know, somewhere, and now it's all gonna be taken away from me. So even if she was online being like, guys, I'm sorry, like I was young and stupid or whatever, like she was literally like, get off and like start crying her eyes out. So she definitely really did have an extremely hard time again with this. But she also did feel with this Wheel of Fortune like it was her karma. She's not like denying that she didn't deserve what happened to her. But now, you know, through the work that she has done on herself, she's starting to really like see, like, as she's being more successful, she's attributing it to a direct result of the spiritual work and the inner work that she did for herself. She feels like she literally turned her karma around. That's very insightful of you, Doja. I like that. Okay, so do you guys know if she's in a relationship right now, or did she just recently break up with somebody? Because I get this King of Swords with this 6 of Swords and 8 of Cups here. And it's talking to me about a more romantic energy in her life and her having to separate herself from somebody who actually was really mean to her. So it's like, it might have been one of those situations, you know, like we've all been in, where somebody's so nice to you in the beginning and you get wrapped up in them, and then all of a sudden the other shoe drops and you're like, oh my God, you're like the meanest person I've ever met in my life. Like, that's that energy behind it. But the good thing is, Doja, you walking away, and she's using the same healing that she learned how to do, you know, during the big crazy thing that happened. She's applying that to her healing from this male energy that was so like toxic and mean to her. You're bringing in your soulmate and your energetic match by doing this, Doja. And I feel like this guy, I keep getting this energy of somebody who's sort of very artistic themselves. They're not necessarily like Future or like the typical rapper that, you know, like we would assume that a female in that music industry, especially in the genre that she's in, would end up with. This feels more like somebody who, if they are involved in music, they do more like folk music maybe, or something that's more like offbeat, like soul-centric kind of stuff, like maybe like a Lenny Kravitz type of vibe, you know, where it is very different than what we're used to. Or this man is like an actor or a model, because I keep seeing a very pretty boy, and I feel like he's, I mean, the guy that I'm being shown is Caucasian, so I don't know if that's her preference, but I keep getting shown like this very like model looking, like kind of like pretty boy, but I don't feel like he's only just a model. So he might be one of those guys that it's like, oh, I star on some TV show on CW and I'm the teen hunk heartthrob guy on there or something. And then I also have this album with my band, but then I also model for Louis Vuitton too. Like, it feels like that kind of person, you know, where they kind of have their hands in all the pots and they're just super creative and artistic themselves. This is somebody that she's going to be really happy with. And there is definitely the possibility that she would have a baby with this person too. But he is her energetic match, and they bring out the best in each other as far as their creativity. And I know Doja doesn't just stick to like a typical sound that we would like expect, you know. I mean, not to throw anybody under the bus, but I think like, because I see the same complaints from a lot of people, is like Sweetie, she sort of had herself stuck in a pattern of only doing a very certain specific type of sound. Like, Doja's not that girl, and I think that her being involved with somebody like this who is so out of the box would only further that to where, you know, we might see like Doja on stage strumming a guitar and twerking at the same time, reading a poem or something, but it would just be so incredible the way she puts it together that we're like, oh my God, look, she's amazing. That's cute. I like that. I like that for her. Despite what people think, you know, because somebody said this is all doom and gloom. Understand that if people are in toxic situations, and especially this was under a Summer Walker reading, what really can you dig out of that that's going to be super duper positive? Doesn't mean that she can't put herself in a place where then I'm going to pull cards on her and it's like, oh my God, Summer's about to win a Grammy and a #1 album, and she bought a mansion, and she's getting married, but she has to leave her current toxic situation for that to happen, you know? So I do love being able to see like somebody's not in the middle of a toxic phase in their life or a tower card moment, and then they've moved past that like Doja has, and now they're in a place where they can actually bring in blessings. Okay, so Doja, there is somebody that you need to be very careful of that wants to work with you. Now, Doja would go into this with this Ace of Cups, like, and I feel like it's somebody that she's currently friends with, like one of the newer girls. So, and I'm not saying specifically which one it is. I'm just going to name people so we understand the category that I mean, like Mulatto and Meg and, you know, those kinds of girls that are just coming up. Sweetie, like, you know, we know who they are, but they're still getting their name out there and building and everything. She's already friends with this person, and so she's going into this, you know, idea of a collab of, oh my God, yes, like I'm so in. She's bringing her A game. She's ready to be professional. Please don't do this, Doja, because this person is coming to you with false promises anyways. They're gonna blindside you into an 8 of Swords moment where you're gonna feel like, I should have listened to the people around me. Because with this Faith card, it is talking about people around you warning you that it's not good to get in bed with this person. Like, they have a lot of problems. They work with somebody and then they throw them under the bus to go work with the next person, you know, or they will be nice to your face and talk a whole bunch of crap about you behind your back and tell everybody you're the worst, you know. Oh my God, like for example, it's like, yeah, you work on this video with them, You do the collab the whole time they're in your face, like, this was amazing, we have to work together, oh my god, we work so well together, like, you're the best, I'm so happy you know, like, it's amazing that somebody wants to show up on time to the studio, they have all their lyrics written, you're just ready to hop in the booth and record, you know, when it comes to time to do the video, you're down with the choreography, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, 3 months later, you're hearing through the grapevine that she told everybody that you're the most unprofessional biatch that she ever worked to, that you were an asshole to everybody on set, that you were lazy, that they kept having to drag you out of your trailer to get to the set, and you weren't on time. And it's like, what? Like, that's the kind of situation that they're talking about coming from this. So there is people around you warning you about her, especially this King of Wands. He's very much like, I've seen this girl, and I do feel it being feminine energy, I've seen this girl do this to other people, don't get involved, it's not worth it. And he's also telling her, like, the money that you make from it won't be worth the headache that comes from it. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is so cracky because of my allergies. Yeah, see, it's like, if she works with her, she's going to have to completely walk away from the friendship. But not only that, it would turn into a bigger beef down the road. And Doja's trying to avoid things like that. Like, she doesn't want that energy in her life anymore. Especially after what happened. Like, Spirit's talking about her wanting to be seen as the nice girl. Like, I want to be the nice girl, you know? Like, I don't want to have all these, like, industry buddies and be at every single party, but I want people to want to work with me and get along with me, and then I can just go home and be in my house by myself after, you know? So definitely, again, the warning is coming, you know, just really making sure that you're getting this warning, Doja. The Judgment and the Three of Wands, don't work with them. But if you don't, something so much better is coming with this Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Coins. You will have a better collab. So it's like, if, for example, you know, it is Sweetie, which it isn't, like Spirit saying no, but I'm just saying her name because I know it's not her, so that way we're not starting shit with anybody. But if it was for her, for example, and then like and Doja actually listens to the people around her saying don't do that, then guess what? It's like, okay, well, she didn't do the collab with her, but guess who comes along and wants to do a collab with you anyways? And not only that, they want to revive their career and make a whole entire joint album with you. And it's like, who? And it's like, oh, Andre 3000 and Big Boy wanted to resurrect Outkast and do a collaboration with you. It's like, something really big will come her way that is going to be such a blessing to replace that. So that's what they want you to know. Also, Doja, through all of your healing and spiritual work, you have brought a lot of guardian angels, ancestors to the forefront who are guiding you and helping you along the way, and they are ensuring that you are on the path to success. So you have a really bright future ahead of you, you know, as long as you just don't get caught up with the wrong people, which I feel like she's smart enough to do that. And I do feel like she, like I said, she's been doing her spiritual work, she's been praying. So I think that either intuitively or otherwise, she knows to kind of peep like what is going on with, say, people like Meg the Stallion, like we talked about in her reading, that she needs to be really careful about the people that she's hanging out with, the people that she's talking to, the things that she's saying to people. I think Doja is peeping that and being like, I don't think I want to go out tonight. I think I want to stay inside and watch a movie and call my mom. Like, I'm not, you know, I saw what happened to you. I'm not going there. I'm not letting that be me. So I think she's wise enough to do that, because Spirit keeps talking about her being really, really careful going forwards about the things that she says, about the people that she's around. So I'm pretty confident that she will listen and not end up doing that collaboration, especially if you still want to be on friendly terms with that person. Just be advised too that that's not somebody that you should be the best of friends with. And yes, I know who it is, and you guys can all piece it together. I'm not going to say. And it's not because that person is like an awful person either, guys. It's just that she got caught up in the industry. You know, when you go from being a college kid to all of a sudden you're like, I have stardom and money and people, famous people wanting to hang out with me and stuff, and you're still young and you're dealing with a lot of loss and grief in your life. Like, it's very easy to lose your way and to get caught up in being a people pleaser because you don't want people to leave your life, that you don't understand that you can be friends with everybody without having to say things about them or diss somebody else or get in weird fights with people, you know what I mean? But I think that's just stuff that happens with people growing too. A lot of times people learn those lessons in high school or college, but sometimes you have to learn it later, or sometimes you end up being one of those people because of trauma, but you didn't end up starting out that way, if that makes sense. So, you know, let's just pray. Honestly, guys, anybody who is your favorite artist, anybody who's in the industry, pray for them anyways, because they are up against all kinds of things that we cannot even talk about on this channel, on this platform. So, which leads me to, I am fixing my website today because, like you guys saw yesterday's video, I accidentally deleted a bunch of stuff. But I am researching, I'm dedicating research time so that I can figure out what's the best platform to go do that on. Whether that's Station Head, Stereo, Patreon. Please let me know in the comments, like, if you guys would even want to go over there, because I don't want to create content on another platform if it's not going to be watched, because I don't have a ton of free time to begin with, you know, especially when things take away from work that I actually do get paid for, because I am a single parent, so, and I still have to pay bills. Jesus doesn't bless me with free rent and electricity and food just because I'm a spiritual person. So anyways, let's just see what final messages Spirit has for Doja. God, I'm so happy that I got to have a good reading and it wasn't really anything like so freaking crazy where it's like, I was kind of worried. Although Trisha's Paytas surprised the hell out of me the other day too. I mean, not that we got everything perfect for her, but, you know, like I said in the comments, I really thought I was going to get some, like, Trisha's going to do some really crazy thing that's just going to blow all the other dramatic things she's done out of the water. But it was like, she'll have some moments, but it'll lead her to a much better place. But remember, guys, it is never too late to change. And your past never has to determine your future. A sinner can always become a saint and vice versa. Alrighty. Doja, Doja, Doja. We are just seeing the very beginnings of her success take off. And it is, again, like I said, a part of her believing that she reset her karma through the work that she did. She definitely did. And as you see, she has the adoration of the public, and that love, that outpouring of fans is only going to continue to grow and grow for her. She's literally right about to, like, really break out. Her next album, you guys, is gonna be #1. She's gonna have that #1 album. She's going to be nominated for a whole bunch of awards. You earned it through all of your hard work, Doja. 2021 and 2022 are going to be huge years for her. She's really going to solidify herself as, you know, the little superstar that she's just like started to show us. So, and I would not be surprised if she didn't have like maybe like a 2-part album coming up, because I feel like, or she releases 2 albums within a year, because I feel like one is going to be more along the lines of like the kind of music that we've gotten from her so far, where it is at least a little mainstream friendly. But there's going to be another album that she puts out that's going to be, or a B-side, you know, 2-part album, whatever, where it is more experimental, but her fans are going to love it because it's the more experimental side of her that we've already seen. Her just delving more deeper into that and really bringing in some new sounds and ideas and all of that. But like I said, both are gonna be extremely well received, because I feel like the mainstream one is the one that's going to be number one, and the second one is the thing that's really going to get all of the critics' praise and her fans being like, see, that's why we stand, because she's a diverse queen. She can bring it whichever way you want her to, you know, like really hyping her up over it. So like I said, I'm so excited. Like I started off like, kind of tired. I'm thinking about like if I can squeeze a nap in today, and now I'm all like, yes, Doja, let's go. So I love energy like that. I do love seeing women win. You guys know I'm all about the women. So anyways, guys, I love you so much. Like I said, if you want to be entered to win the giveaway of a free 30-minute reading with me, a bracelet of your choice from laurenspins.com, as well as a set of 4 scrubs from Galaxy Scrubs, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure in the comment that you leave the best thing that happened to you this year, as well as a way to get a hold of you, email address, or Instagram handle. So thank you so much, guys. I love you. I will see you all again soon.